Hello fellow Dark Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So let's go over and let's see what we've got. So I'm playing as the Empire and I'm up against the Wood Elves. For my leadership I brought Volkmar the Grim into his mount, not his chariot, because I think it's not needed. The enemy could easily bring some treemen, as he did, and yeah, Volkmar is gonna be facing some huge problems. Being on a horse gives me some more mobility and more fighting capabilities against treemen and such things. Alright, Grand Soul Fire in order to add that magic resistance and the magical damage from the projectiles. Grand Shield of Faith, extra damage resistance. Grand Hammer of Sigmar, that melee attack is gonna be gravely needed against any frontline war dancers and stuff like that. The Jade Griffon to replenish his health, the Divine Power for the miscast chance, and the Benediction just for some extra leadership. So pretty tough, this guy. Over here we get an Amber Wizard. I'm just experimenting a little bit. I bring every time a different Empire Wizard. I just wanna try it all every time. So Flock of Doom, the Curse of Arna here. I thought about giving the same treatment as the Sisters of Thorn, that's why I did it. The Power Stone for some extra magic and the Wild Heart. So for the rest of my army I got a Great Cannon over here and the Hammer of the Witches on this side, just to take down any treemen in case my enemy brought, or even cavalry. Back here I got 4 units of Empire Knights. I don't think there's anything more needed. If you go a bit more heavier on the cav, I think it's kind of an overkill, but it depends on the situation most of the times. So over here 2 greatswords, just in case, as I said, he brought any war dancers, because these state troops are not gonna be able to hold the line. 4 spearmen with shields in the front and 2 crossbowmen. I don't even know why I brought these guys, but I did, so we'll have to stick with them. And for my enemy, he's got Glade Riders on the right side, Sisters of the Thorn on the left side of mine. For his, it's the other way around. He also got some Dryads on both flanks. He's got some Eternal Guard with shields over here, as we can see. 2 units of War Dancers, 1 War Dancer with Asrai Spears, 2 Treekin, 1 is actually the Firebark Elders with fire damage and magical, and actually fire resistance, if I'm correct. Yeah, 70%, that's a lot. And as his leadership, he's got an Ancient Treeman. What kind of spells does he get? The Power Stone, Scroll of Shielding for damage resistance, the Forsaker of course, Regrowth, and the Earthblood, and the other ones are kind of the basic stuff. And the Treeman over here, just a powerhouse to be dealt with. Anyway, let's begin the battle and see how it goes. So immediately I noticed that his cavalry is trying to envelop. I tried to shoot it with my cannons, but the problem with these cannons is that they're taking too long to strafe. Like, look at that. I gave the order to shoot when they were up here, and they're still trying to get a freaking line of sight on them. So yeah, they're gonna just go unimpeded over there. They're not gonna take some damage, and so are these guys. I think I should have been better if I just targeted the cannons straight to the Ancient Treeman. He's coming in a straight line, he's not that fast, so that should have done a lot more damage. So at some point though, my cannons are gonna get a few shots in. Just look at that. They've been strafing for for all this time and they still haven't shot in there, and they're still trying to strafe. If my enemy just kept going around me, these guys would never be able to shoot. Over here I give the order to go for the other freaking Sisters of the Thorn. I completely ignored the treatment because I don't want to snipe out you know, the leadership of the enemy. Sometimes I'm just trying to be a good boy. Over here I'm just screening out with my Empire Knights. These guys, I don't think they get armor piercing, do they? No, they don't. So if I just leave them with their shields looking forward, they're mostly gonna be wasting their ammunition. And finally the first shot has landed. Quite some damage there, 10% to 20. Over on this one we still haven't taken any. Curse of Arna here being dropped over here in order to reduce the accuracy. Quite some excellent play from my enemy. I see over here that he's gonna be trying to escape me with his Sisters of the Thorn. Excellent shot of here. Just look at how much these guys were ripped apart. So I'm just, as I said, I'm gonna skip the missile cavalry, and I'm just gonna go straight for some charges. I'm gonna pull out this unit and I'm gonna follow up with Empire Knights. The Sisters of the Thorn, yes, they're gonna be shooting me in the back, but I will just leave them in order to be treated by the Great Cannons. Over here I also get a charge, not quite that fantastic as over here, which brought them down by 25% damage. Over here it was a little bit minimal. Over here in the front line, where are the spearmen? Didn't I have spearmen over here, or did they get trampled already? Oh, I pulled them back in order to protect my cannons against their cavalry. Over here I managed to get the Empire Knights on the Sisters of the Thorn, and as you can see, they're not gonna like that. Over here I just throw my spears in the front in order to stop them from stop the Azrai spears from getting over there. My enemy is gonna get oh, actually it's me. I'm dropping a Flock of Doom over here, or is it him? I think it's me. Over on this side, Volkmar is going straight into that Trikin fight, and he's giving them some nice treatment. The Great Counts have now strafed, and they're actually targeting the Tree-man, because I was like, okay, screw this, I'm not gonna target the Glade Riders or such. I'm just gonna go for the Tree-man. Over here he finds a gap, because I was actually protecting my Spearmen, so he is gonna go for my Crossbowmen, which is not a big deal. My Great Swords are struggling, they're not meant to fight large targets. This is why I bring my cavalry, just to get some charges into the back of the Trikin, although I should have spread them a little bit more over here. The flank on this side, the Sisters of the Thorn are actually quite still alive yet. That's because these Azrai spears have caught up with me. I'm now trying to escape, just get them back here in order to just use my mobility on my side that I've already got. Over here, just some charges into the War Dancers. Quite an excellent choice over there. Over on this far right side, the Spearmen are holding quite excellent. It's gonna take some time for this Eternal Guard with shields to break through. I pulled the spears over there to deal with the Glade Riders, leaving my cannon undefended, but I gotten completely rid of it, so I'm just gonna pull my spears back. He's losing the last cavalry that he's got. The only last one is this one over here, so I'm quite safe over here. My crossbowmen have pulled back. The other one, I'm gonna pull it, excuse me, anytime soon, in order just to start shooting the Trikin. They're not gonna do that much of a damage. Possibly the silver bullets should have been a better choice over here, but well, shit happens, so yeah, whatever. The Empire Knights are just keep cycle charging. Volkmar is on the front line fighting the other Tree-man, not the leader. The leader has actually broken from the cannons. I should have stayed on him, just shooting until he is completely shattered. But oh, I'm actually shooting at him. I just only noticed that. Yep. I'm still out. So he's gonna come back though, if I'm correct. Over here, my Empire Knights just dragged into a little fight with Eternal Guard. I'm just gonna try to pull them back and just get a freaking beautiful charge over here into the back of these War Dancers and the Tree-men, Dryads. My Spearmen, although, are gonna be starting to break, so I don't know if that was an unbraced charge which came from behind. Not quite funny, this one. My Great Swords over here just finished up fighting some Trikin, which they actually broke with the help of Volkmar. But over on this side, the Tree-man and the other Fireback Elders are just completely breaking through. The balance of power is actually in my favor, but everything could go wrong. If I just lose these cannons over here, shit can happen at any time, and my Empire Knights are not able to deal with all of this stuff. Actually, some have broken over here, only 3 left alive. These Spearmen, I just completely forgot about them. These ones, I'm gonna be remembering them anytime soon. Over here, I'm just trying to hold back this pocket of infantry, so I can freely shoot the Tree-man over here. Which he came back, he probably dropped the regrowth on him, which brought his health back to 20%. Just a crazy fight overall, because they have managed to break through my lines. These guys, I still haven't noticed them. Over here, I'm just gonna get a charge on the Trikin. I'm just trying to cycle charge everything that I can. This is the power that comes with Empire Knights. They are set, but as long as they just keep charging and charging all over again, they're putting up a great output, let's just say. Over here, actually, 5 Sisters of the Thorn have come back, and with the Ensign Tree-man are actually trying to take down the Hammer of the Witches. I think one cannon is down. No, none is. I'm just gonna pull back the Hammer of the Witches anytime soon. Over here, a tiny bit of a mistake. I get almost 3 units handling down all of that. I should have just left 1 Spearman. I'm gonna soon pull this guy over here to fight the Trikin, although they don't have any armor piercing. Are these guys armored? Yeah, 80 armor is a lot for these guys to handle. And overall, yeah, the bounce of fire actually dropped a little bit back. It came a little towards the middle, and that's because everything is just falling apart. As you can see, he has managed to break through. I'm just trying to save my cannons at the moment. Just gonna pull them back so I can just clear some of the units with the Empire Knights over here, which I'm actually doing. That was a beautiful charge into the back of this Eternal Guard, although they're anti-large, and yeah, they can fight off. Even I have the Amber Wizard and Volkmar over here trying to finish them off quickly, so I can just have my cannons come back. Where are the cannons, by the way? One is here and the other one is here. At least none of them are destroyed, so that's excellent. Okay, I finally remembered those spears over here, but now some others have wavered and come back. Volkmar doesn't have the greatest armor piercing values, so he's not an excellent choice to go after the Ancient Treeman. I'm still trying though. He's gonna try to give him the business, and the Ancient Treeman is actually gonna try to take him down. I struck here with another Flock of Doom, just trying to catch all of these guys. It's not gonna do much of a damage to the Fireback Elders, but on this Eternal Guard I think it's gonna be fine. I think that now I'm cleaning most of the stuff. My cavalry is free to just keep charging all over the place, so I'm just gonna try to bring back my cannons. I'm gonna send the Witch Hammer crew over here, and possibly go unnoticed by just trying to shoot the Treeman point blank, pretty much. Because yeah, he might not notice that my cannons are actually again back up to operational state. I'm just well, cheap cycle charging here. These Empire Knights are on freaking fire. They're just putting up a lot of good work over here. These guys, they're excellent. I mean, they might seem cheap, but if you play with them correctly, just keep cycle charging. They're an excellent choice. The balance of power even goes back, but over here, my enemy is gonna decide that it's really not worth it, because the only thing that he's got left is the Treeman. No, not even the Ancient Treeman. I think the Ancient Treeman has gone down. No, he's over here, but he's wavering. And yeah, just actually two units left. The other ones are wavering. And yeah, that was pretty much it. So let's go over and just look at the kill count. I'm not gonna try to, you know, put any thoughts on this match. It was pretty much straightforward. The Spearmen did quite great, just what they're meant to do, hold their line. The Great Swords didn't do much, but that's because they were fighting the freaking Treekin, and they actually held their ground. The War Dancers, if War Dancers were to fight them, they should have had more kills, but I cleaned up the War Dancers with the cavalry. Look at that, 0 kills for this one, because it got pretty much nuked hard by the Empire Knights. The Crossbowmen, decent amount of, not even decent, that's crap, but yeah, whatever. I should have just cut these guys down and just brought only one silver bullet, or even the what's the Pistolier's Regiment of Renown called? Shit, I forgot about it. Yeah, I think it should have been a lot better choice, because they can run faster, they can they're much easier to use overall. They strafe better, they shoot armor piercing missiles. So this Treeman, as soon as it came close into the front lines or the Treekin, should have been dealt with a lot easier. Yeah, you know what I mean. The Empire Knights, that might seem like a little bit of a small kill count, but it was actually quite good. If you just sum it up, it's 100 and almost 200 kills for all of this. And the Hammer of the Witches and the Great Cannon did quite excellent, just firing completely constantly on the Ancient Treeman and the other Treeman over here, and actually getting some kills on the cavalry. And that was pretty much it. Excellent army composition from my enemy. That was a really nice build, but yeah, I just overcame the difficulties of the Wood Elves with the pretty much a straightforward cavalry. So yeah, we did great. And I think if I had like the Sterling's Revenge, that's the name, I should have probably done a lot even better. Or even if had I gone with Karl Franz and the Jade Wizard, just heal me. Is it Jade Wizard? Yeah, the guy who does healing. I think Karl Franz with his armor piercing should have been a better choice, just annihilating the Treeman over here. Anyway, that was it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and I'm gonna be seeing you next time. Bye bye.